I just wanted to start the presentation with some of the keynotes I took from the speech today during the TOKEN2049. So from Niraj Pant, he said that think carefully about the airdrop, the new innovative way to incentive participation, which I think we believe as well in. Needs to be innovative, own your community, own your validations. What else did I took note from? The sandbox, Sébastien Bourget. So he mentioned entertainment will keep the users engaged, especially in this recession time. Julien Boutelot, CeFi has more power and tools on the market. And that's why in ATM, as we will present, we are bridging between DeFi and CeFi. Same as well, Julien Boutelot, build for the long term, especially in complicated time, is what makes you sustainable. And I will finish with the last Magnus, the futurologist, which was quite funny and quite interesting. He mentioned that compete or create is going to an unknown world, right? And he says, dance with the rules, do not break them. And why good company goes bad is when they keep doing the same things. And that's why we believe in ATM. We try to innovate, and I'm happy to be here, seeing other companies trying to innovate as well. And then I will finish, for the last, with David Brickel from Paradigm, who will give me 3 tips for the presentations. So what you have to remember for this presentation is we believe in connections, we believe in communities, we believe in the algorithm that we have, that we will present, and then the DeFi system that will bridge with CeFi. So I'm just going to pass this to my colleague, and I will try to not read too much. So my name is Lottfi Zaouini, I'm from ATM. Thank you for staying and listening to the presentation. I've been told to look at the right side if I have to look at the presentation, so that's what I'm going to do. So our vision is very simple, it's to connect the world and connect the metaverse. We want to connect everyone. This is the objective. And once we have a big community, then we have more powerful than if we do it individually. So connection is very important for us because connection is not just a simple purchase item, right? When you connect, when you go to, for example, Starbucks or any brand that you like, you don't buy just the coffee shop, or you don't just buy a coffee, right? You buy a brand. So you connect to the brand, and that's where we're coming from. And that's why we call it the consensus contract, right? So we try to actually link the social aspect and the blockchain and financial aspect. So we all know that we stay on Facebook or any social platform because our friends are there, and this is our first approach. So we decided to link it to the blockchain, and how we link it to the blockchain. So the connections or definition of a consensus contract is an amount, a currency or NFT, a duration. So how long you're going to make the connection with your friends or the brand, and then with who you connect as well. So we will see that the power of ATM rank is quite useful for many aspects. So now we have a connections between the people, and we're creating the ecosystems. And then how we can use it, right? And that's why we're going to talk about the DeFi system, which I mentioned. And I'm glad to come after Thomas, right? Because I think we kind of have a solution between the DeFi and the CeFi. And that's why I'm going to try to explain today. So we all know that DeFi eliminates the fees that banks and other financial companies charge for using their services. But DeFi is much more powerful than just the fees. Because I think there's an untouched market from the blockchain and the cryptocurrencies that we try to target to make sure that they can use this and link it to the CeFi, to the real world. And how we manage to do it, right? So the way we do it is we brought BUSD to our platform as well. And now, if you remember the definition of a consensus connections, right? So we're connecting people together. So now let's say if I connect with you through some stable coin at first stage, just to be safe and because we are still growing and trying to develop the market. So let's say we connect 10,000 BUSD each. So we have a value of a connection of 20,000 for, let's say, 3 years. So our objective now is that we allow you to put these connections into a banking system. So we are collaborating with some FCA licensed companies who are providing loans to customers. And the idea comes from the fact that they were running out of liquidity. So they had more customers than liquidity to provide them. So by providing some liquidity through the connection of users and allowing the users to decide to put it to the bank systems. We will provide to the liquidity to the FCA licensed companies, and they will be able to provide loans to the customers of their own, and they will manage the risk, and they will manage all the regulation with the country they are residing in. So that's how we believe that we can bring this, the DeFi and the CeFi together, leveraging on the risk and the companies. Are they taking all the risk, and they will then return the interest to the customers. Now, we connected people. But connecting people is not enough, right? Because now if we just connect, then people at one point will leave the platforms. So we decided how can we reward the people? And this is where ATM rank comes in. We think that we kind of utilize, not improve, but utilize further the algorithm of PageRank. We all use, or most of us use PageRank for searching the web, right? I mean, everyone goes on Google, and he's the one who can define before you even think about what you want, he will find the right page for you or the right website for you. But it's only limited to website and links. So what we did, we took the algorithm and then we applied it to users and connections. So they have this algorithm which is open source, right? So we took it and we tweak it to make it available to users and connections. So now, instead of ranking website and links, we rank users and their connections. So we rank their participation to the platform. We rank the participation on how they invest with any cryptocurrency they want or any NFTs they want. So this ATM rank is open as well. So we're trying to build the ecosystem. It's not just for us. So everyone can use it, and then they can use it as a referral, for example, for their own platforms. And the power behind it is not just the ranking, actually, because now we have users, right, with the ranking numbers, and then this ranking guarantee in a certain way that the user is an active user, not just a bot. Because now, if on our platform, right, if you have a ranking of 100, it's probably a user who is active and has invested around $1,000 to $10,000. If you have a ranking numbers of 0.5, probably a bot, probably just a testing wallet or anything like this. So now you can see that we're creating a platform that we can reuse for different circumstances, keeping the privacy on the users. Real estate. So remember the key elements I mentioned to you, right? So the three elements to remember is the connections, the DeFi systems, and the ATM rank. But we are more than just the three elements. We have as well, we're bringing real estate to the platform. So we are part of the investment that we have. We own some real estate in London, and we're converting some of the real estate to NFTs. And this is to bring more liquidity to the platforms. So now we have end-to-end solutions for converting on the real estate to an NFT, and then provide from this NFT providing stable coin through the DAO system. Okay, so this is the new features that we're bringing as well to the platform. So now imagine connecting, right? So we're connecting people. So that's one thing, that was okay. But now, like I mentioned, when we buy a coffee, we don't just buy the coffee, we're connecting to the brand. By connecting to the brand, now we kind of as well have a loyalty system coming out of it. Because both of the companies get rewards and the user get rewards. But now, look at it. So if I connect to the brand, right, I'm able to identify the user profile without knowing who he is, right? So if I connect to coffee shop, luxury shoes, luxury shops, or sports events, because I like them, because I support them, and because I get reward from them by connecting to them, not just one purchase item, this enabled us to define who we are. So what we do, we scan the network with AI technologies, and then we create an avatar of yourself, which will represent you within the platform according to the connection you have. And then we're developing as well now a chatbot based on the AI, which will, so you will be able to talk to your own avatar based on what you like. And that's what we're looking for. So from this, our plan is to completely change the customer journey through making the Web3 journey personal and user-centric, but still keeping the customer profile privacy intact. So the user will be able or not to decide if he wants to share his privacy with the shops or with the person he wants to connect. So the way we build it as well, so we have 3 layers in our platform. First is the blockchain layers, or the ATM rank, which enables you to evaluate or rank your users. And we are cross-chain, so we are based on Binance or Ethereum or any other major chains. We accept most of the major cryptocurrency and NFTs. And then the second layer is to build the app to facilitate the connection between the users, but as well to enable users to talk between them through a decentralized messaging platforms. And this is the second step. And then the third step will be to add the social platform on it that we will see later. Environment is a key element to us. So now let's say we make a connection together. Now we will allow you as well to support the charity or the organization we want. In our case, we like trees. So what we do is we partnership with Ecology. And then when we make a connection, you can either connect directly to the environment, or you can make a connection and stake this connection to the environment. What happened then is the environment, right, the ecology will receive some of the reward, and they will be able to convert this reward into money, which will call the API and plant trees automatically on your behalf. So now we can use this for any other organization as well that have an API so that we can connect and do it automatically. Okay, so this is a representation of our, what we call the galaxy. So every node that you see here are wallets. And then you can see the address, and all the links between them are connection between the wallet. So they all have different relation between them. And then the bigger the wallet, the bigger the PR. So now you can see quite quickly the link between the social aspect and the wallet, right? So if we add the third layer that I mentioned earlier, we can have profile pictures or NFT representing you instead of just a wallet and an address. And this will allow the social platform and the communication between the people, and as well the connection with shops or brands. So as a result, what do we have? We have an ATM platform that is open source, open to everyone to use as well, and will connect to most of the industries. So real estate, environment, VCs for investment, for example, that we can then bring as liquidity. We're connecting to NFTs as well. We are, like I mentioned, bridging DeFi between the ecosystem that we are creating and the CeFi, real estate I mentioned, and then we are investing in different environments. So how to connect? Very simple. You can use any of your wallet. I mean, we are suggesting MetaMask because it's a bit easier, but any of your wallet or the new app that we will develop, just scan the QR code and then you can receive Luca, depending on your ranking numbers. So I will invite you to connect and enjoy Luca. Great.
Come on. You have to have a glass of wine. Cheers. Well done.
Cheers. Thank you.
His first presentation and he nailed it. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Did you enjoy that?
Yes, definitely.
Great stuff. Well, thanks very much for finishing the end of...
Keep you on for a while.
Oh yeah, I'm going to keep you on. How long do you want to stay on for?
Great.
You want to stay on for an hour? Come on, stay on for 2 hours. You're not going anywhere.
Great. Thank you.
I'd love to know just what it's been like setting up a business here in London. You guys are in Blackfriars, right?
Yes, definitely. Yes. Yeah.
Why has the business been originally set up here in London, and what's it been like? Because we're here at London TOKEN2049, I'm interested to know.
Yes, so we have a company as well in America and as well a company in China, but we decided to put a headquarters in London because it's more dynamic. I think it's moving forward and we want to be part of the journey.
And I noticed in your presentation, you're very aware of the environment and what's going on. Where did that come from? Is that an ethos from the culture of the business? Is it something that you're personally interested in?
Yes, personally interested in, and the ethos of the company. So we want to be part of the environment and connect to the environment. And we found out that Ecology is doing it via an API, so by providing them some liquidity, they're able to plant trees on your behalf.
Awesome. Well, listen, I think that's a wrap for today. So please, thank you so much for being here at the end. Let's big warm. Thank you for Zaouini. Thanks a lot, man.
Thank you very much.
All right.